So again, we had young Malik inside the house, inside the barbershop, and he's a man who's focused. He's a man with integrity. He's a man with, trying to, looking to get things done. He's young, but we need to start in the lines then. So let me shake your hand. Yeah? All right? Fantastic. Greetings, family. Again, we have Brother Knox inside the house, and Brother Knox is someone who I've known for many years. He has helped me to develop myself, my political awareness, my social awareness, spiritual awareness, and also he's helped me to develop myself in terms of the health side of stuff. I know he's done a lot of work in that particular area. And, as we know that the barbershop is a place where people come together and chat all kind of things, football, cricket, women, music, you name it. It's a place to be. And Knox is a man with a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. He's got a lot of insight when it comes to information. And, we have to call him Dr. Knox because, he's a doctor when it comes to understanding oneself and understanding everything about health and everything. Knox, I don't know how to introduce you, my friend, because you're like a scholar of scholars,
Yeah, that's you putting me on the spot.
Yeah, putting you on the spot there, my friend. So, but Knox, what I want to do, because we're in here really, it's a free flow.
Yeah.
What we're doing here, and we've got a lot of respect for you because I know you've been on SLR radio station talking about health and that kind of stuff. There, I know you've been on Ben TV. I know you do a lot of talks in the community, talk about health. I know you started talking about, you already talk about religion.
Yeah.
And that stuff.
Black history as well.
Black history and so forth, right? But what I want to do, I want to touch a little bit on health. Because with that, I want to also touch a bit about mental health as well, yeah? But as you know that health is a very serious issue now.
Yeah.
Because, as you know that, that health, we can't do nothing with it. You see, there's no point talking about your goals in life.
Yeah.
You don't live to fulfill your goals. You can't talk about God. You live to do God's work. So health is actually the number one priority on our agenda. Fibroids is very serious. Prostate cancer is very, very serious. Cancer itself is very, very serious, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is the cause why there's so much challenges when it comes to health? What's the main reason?
I think it's lack of information, correct information, because when people go to schools of various kinds, the curriculum, even if they did a subject like biology, it's very basic. It's not really about keeping healthy. So someone could even do a degree in biology and still not know how to care for their body, physically and mentally. So a lot of that you either stumble on it by accident, or for a lot of people not at all. I've been interested in health for over 30 years, and more I've started to focus more and practice whatever I've discovered. So when I advise and recommend things to people, it's based upon things that I do myself.
Right.
And I think it works. Nothing is perfect. It doesn't mean that it's impossible for me to get ill. But I try and make sure that some of the common things that people accept and take for granted that you will get, I try and minimize and avoid getting those things.
Okay then.
Yeah, so it's possible I can have an accident, but basically I've been, I would say, 95% healthy for most of my life.
Most of your life, okay then.
I've never had an operation. I have cause to sleep in a hospital, to visit the doctor frequently. I've made 54 years of age this December.
Yeah.
So, grandchildren, grown-up children, and you know, I feel great. I mean, no stress. That's another common killer.
That's another common killer, yeah, stress. I want to touch on that a little bit later on, Zach, with stress, yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things I've discovered is you're really what you eat.
Right.
What you put in is a result of who you're going to become. And a lot of people just eat the wrong thing. Literally, they're poisoning themselves. Because nobody's pointed out to them the things which are very toxic and dangerous.
Right.
So there's the assumption that if it's on a shop shelf, liquid or solid, then it must be safe and it must be okay. And it's until something goes wrong, then people start panicking and taking notice. So my philosophy is, it is better to be sort of taking prevention and not get ill, as opposed to becoming ill, suffer a lot of pain, and then try to recover and get better.
Okay. I just want to just slightly sidetrack a little bit. We got, say cancer. Cancer is very wide, you know? A lot of people die from cancer, right?
Yep.
What do you think is the main reason why people die or suffer from cancer?
Okay. Now, there are various forms of cancer. There's at least 100 different cancers.
Okay.
Now, what it is that makes it complex is that the part of the body that the cancer is attacking, medically, doctors give it a different name. It basically comes down to one thing. We have what's called our defense system. Notice I didn't use the word immune system. Yeah? Because defense system is the correct terminology. Immune system is a very misleading term because we're not immune to anything. You know, it's a law of nature. If you don't look after yourself and your defense system is weak, you will get ill.
Right.
So one of the key things is maintaining a high level of alertness in your defense system. Now, you can't do that if you're slowly poisoning yourself by what you eat and drink. So there's some basic things. Take, for example, water. Now, there's this notion that all water is the same. So either you get large amounts of people who don't drink enough water, or some who drink water but drink toxic water.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, we're about 85% water. Our bodies are made of that. Particularly a brain needs even more water to function. So, without water, the individual becomes dehydrated.
Okay.
But once you become dehydrated, one of the early symptoms is constant headaches. But the medical sort of answer to that is that headaches are normal. Everybody gets them, and when you get them, you reach for a pill. Right? So there is a whole range of pills, you know, from aspirin, paracetamol, Nurofen, and then people become addicted and dependent on the pill. But they don't realize that if you drink enough water, you actually.
Okay.
I don't get headaches anymore. I used to when I didn't drink enough water. And if you really get seriously dehydrated, then you get the type of headaches called migraine headaches.
Oh.
Which are even more painful because then with that, it's really difficult for the person to even function. And then, you know, well, in fact, painkillers like paracetamol doesn't do anything for migraine.
I just want to ask a question because
Yeah.
you know what comes to my mind? You know,